As far as trends and the way it's moving, real-world asset tokenization, I think, is something that I'm pretty excited about right now, because that's a real problem, and there's real interest from mainstream financial giants like J.P. Morgan and Bank of America are actively pursuing tokenization of traditional assets. So I think that's an area to watch, and I think that's an area where the XRP ledger is going to excel.
If I took J.P. Morgan, for instance, and this is something we've written about at Fundstrat, that they are operating and supported by 313,000 employees, but a JP Morgan built on the blockchain might only need 20,000 employees and operate with far greater clarity and vision and efficiency. So JP Morgan may end up being, especially using AI, more of a tech company. They're replacing humans with tech spend and using the blockchain for finality and security.
So if you think about where the future is, 5 years from now, there's not going to be a stock, there's not going to be an option, there's not going to be a mutual fund, ETF, anything that's not in effect tokenized. Stablecoins. 5 years ago, nobody heard about stablecoins. Today, we've got about $280 billion market, and Secretary Bessent had said that two years from now, we'll probably have a $2 trillion market. Ethereum is about 60% of that. So Ethereum's got its own blockchain, and it's got programmable smart contracts that in effect can do really complex financial institutional type transactions, especially overseas, that can be done almost instantaneously today, and that's going to be the way of the future. So 5 years from now, the market that we know it today, the exchanges, 24/7 markets and settlement, et cetera, that's going to be the way of the future, and I'm not sure traditional finance has necessarily quite accepted that yet.
You mentioned just a little while ago the tokenization of real estate and the potential to tokenize your family's real estate. Would you ever consider tokenizing any of the real estate in your portfolio?
So I've got a big announcement. I won't tell you right now, but the answer is yes, I would. We're working on it as it pertains to one specific building that I'm doing right now, and I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. And
going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks down. And ever since last Friday, we've been having wild swings. Because anytime you're having liquidity issues, which we clearly are, this is what's going to happen. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have public companies accumulate 95% of the Ethereum holdings just in the third quarter of 2025. And that means the control is in a small amount of hands. 27 firms own 19 billion in Ethereum. And with all these treasuries, we know there's a whole lot of yield in the market, and we know that definitely is not going to end well. And we have the Trump family has made over $1 billion from crypto. And we know every sector of the digital economy, we see the Trump family in. And Trump's job is to push this fourth industrial revolution for the banks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have Bitmon adds 417 million worth of Ethereum to Treasury during market dip. And if you remember, I told you I was going to wait and see whether Michael Saylor made a purchase as we dip, and he definitely did not. Now we have Tom Lee making a purchase, and Ethereum made a short-term move up and then pulled back. And remember what I told you, the only catalyst we have going towards the end of the year were the altcoin spot ETFs, and because the government shut down, that means the SEC is delayed on proving these spot ETFs. Now we do see where the SEC has made accommodations for IPOs. We'll see whether they come with something when it comes to these spot ETFs. I don't think so. I see us getting approved second quarter of next year. But of course, we're going to get our popcorn, sit back, and let it play out. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates moving up early and then pulled back. And we have the dollar down, and we have gold keep making these new highs. And we know why. The central banks are getting prepared for the collapse of this dollar. And so should you. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have volume in crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether's linked United States stablecoin and its gold stablecoin launch on Solana via Layer 0 tech. And we are constantly seeing the same blockchains being used by the big corporations and big banks. Now you can start narrowing what you want to invest in long term when it comes to these digital assets. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $5.4 billion. Yesterday, make sure you're pulling on a daily basis during the week. And again, the Treasury is working in the background. And don't forget, the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And when it comes to the Fed, we still have a high percentage of Fed members and, of course, mainstream media saying they're going to cut at the end of the month 25 basis points. And like I've told you, I just don't see it happening if the government stays closed. And then on top of it, we have this holiday hiring. But we're going to sit back, get our popcorn, and let it play out. Now we have the Bank of England will lift stablecoin holding limits once digital assets no longer threaten the economy, calling the restrictions temporary. And we know that is a fact. They're definitely going to be temporary because we know universal basic income is going to be global, and they need to get these stable coins out in order to replace fiat. And those who are new to the space, when they hear digital money, they're just thinking that fiat is digital. We're already in a digital money system, but with stable coins, they're on blockchain. And with smart contracts, this money can be programmable. That is the big difference between digital fiat and stable coins. They're two different things. But of course, the terminology that they're giving to the masses, they're just thinking, oh, we're just going from the regular paper money to digital money. It works the same. No, it does not. These stablecoins are on blockchain, where therefore they can program your money, telling you what, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. You can't do that with digital money right now. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we had Trump yesterday confirm the U.S. is in a trade war with China. And we know the two superpowers are going to collide. The fall of America to Babylon with the United States world reserve currency, and the rise of the BRICS nations led by China with that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And all you have to do is look at the Belt and Road. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Sony Bank subsidiary Connexia Trust has applied for a U.S. banking charter to issue dollar-pegged stablecoins and offer digital asset custody services. And remember, in the Genius Act, if you want to distribute these stablecoins, you have to become a fintech bank. And why? Because you're buying these U.S. treasuries, and that keeps the Fed in control of the money supply. I care not who makes the laws if I'm controlling the money. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs down as I'm doing this video. Now we have Bitcoin ETFs see 104 million in outflows, and Ethereum fund adds 170 million. And of course, that was because of Bitmine. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the inflows and outflows. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Kraken has acquired small exchange for $100 million to launch regulated derivatives trading platform in the U.S. And guys, don't forget what the bank man was working on, and we see that plan come together. This $100 trillion derivatives market on blockchain being ran by an algorithm without a human involved. They want to own everything. They don't want you to own nothing, but still be happy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Coinbase launches the blue carpet, offering asset issuers direct listing, team access, personalized guidance, and end-to-end support. And guys, we know that it's all about pushing adoption. We know what Coinbase Brian Armstrong told us from the beginning. His job was to push this new digital economy. And again, we're seeing it all come together. Now we have OpenSea, which has been quiet, logged 1.6 billion in crypto trades and 230 million in NFT volume in early October, its biggest month since 2021. And we know NFTs are nothing but digital IDs, and is this a setup for the metaverse? Remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. NFTs are not going anywhere. Now we have India's Reliance Jio teamed up with Aptos to launch Bitcoin and blockchain rewards programs now in beta. And again, guys, we know that's pushing adoption. And again, we see the same blockchains partnering up with the big banks and big corporations. Follow the money. Now we have Oracle teamed up with Microsoft to connect Azure IoT with Oracle Cloud SCM, improving real-time supply chain efficiency. And all these corporations are working together in order to move us to this fourth industrial revolution. When we look at these corporations, there is no competition. The only competition you see are with the poor people. Big money does not compete with each other. They come together for the go, because once they get to the go, it all pays out for all of them. And if the sheep thought that way, we wouldn't have any bills. Guys, it is unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have Repo acquires treasury management leader GTreasury. And what do we know, guys? Ripple is a bank and is there to help out the big banks. And the crypto teacher told you about it a long time ago. These stablecoin issuers are saving the United States Treasury and the Fed. If it wasn't for all the buying from these stablecoin issuers And also these money managers, we know these yields will go through the roof. Stock market would have been tanked. They're just holding things up. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have Paxos mistakenly mints 300 trillion of its stablecoin on Ethereum. And we see how quickly it is to mint all this money and then also erase all this money with this type of technology. That just lets you know the power of this technology. But in 2028, 2029, minting is going to be stepped up. Why? Because universal basic income is coming, giving the sheep free money. But little do they know, that money is going to be programmable, telling them what, where, and when and how to buy. And they have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.